Hey, buddy. Welcome back to Bucket List RC. My name is Drew, and obviously this is the Hypergo. I don't know the numbers, but it's the one. It's the one everybody's been talking about forever. And when Hypergo first came out, I thought, wow, that looks good. And I watched the stuff, and people were like, yeah, it's good. This is the 14303. So I watched them come out. They went from boxy batteries to more regular hobby pro stuff. And well, I got sick. Whoops! There's one. I missed a. Wow! Good tape. Really good tape. Anyway, I got sick, and so I didn't buy it. And then they came out with more and more and more, and they came out with this one. And, well, now you're caught up. My goodness, I might have to. There we go. Wah, wah, wah. Bless you. Bucky dog right there hanging out. So, yeah, I finally got one. And I'm looking for the battery to start with. Might be in the car. Here's all the tires. Let me tell you, this thing is hefty too. It weighs more than that 10th scale in its radio, and it's a 14th scale. Hey, there we go. Wow. Here's our book. Take a look at that later. Stickers. There we go. Let's get this bad boy out. Look at that. They definitely, they ship it well. We're going to go through all that in a little bit. Well, there you go, pal. Oh, all right. I got to do that. We're going to come back and take a closer look at that while I charge the battery. This is Bucket List RC. That's Bucky Dog, the best dog in the whole wide world. His sister Kitty's around here somewhere. Please like, subscribe, share if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm into all sorts of RC, but today we're doing this. She ain't pretty no more. This parking lot is savage, dude. That was a brand new pretty chassis a few minutes ago, but she's holding up great. I'm gonna try and get you some B shots, get you some cool shots. Okay, pal, I got down in there and got the battery out, and we need to talk about all this goodness. Wow. I have not watched any of the videos on the newer, and so I'm just blown away. Okay. The battery is small and lappable, but, you know, it's okay. It looks like you can really put a different battery in there. Definitely you can put a bigger one. I might even have a 2S that'll fit, but I think this will take a 3 as well. And I didn't want to unplug everything, but this thing is hefty. Just the lid itself. You can see all the attachments for the lights. We'll see them better once I get everything plugged in. It has a dust cover, which I am going to appreciate with my my horrible ass parking lot. It all goes down. We'll worry about how pretty it is later, but it all goes back down and is held down with clips. The clips, normally I'd complain, but these are easier to grip. I have fat, numb fingers, especially that thumb. They're nice and easy to grip. Everything I found so far is really high quality, and there's 4 more clips just like those for the body. And we'll get into that in a little bit, but let's talk about all that goodness. Here's the rally tires. Good and chunky, blocky like you like them. Pretty basic. Oops. They don't need to be too fancy. Here's our drift tires. I am going to try these out after my neighbor goes to bed here in the living room. And the radio, oh, before I get onto the radio, let's talk about the stickers, man. They give you lots of good pointers about your electronics. I don't mind that. It looks like they'll peel off nice and easy. They're like, hey, slow down, charge the battery, do this, maybe look at that. Very, very basic. When you turn it on, you can turn it on to either 70 or 100%. I think we know where this will be. But there you go. That's all the goodness. They do give you a sticker sheet. Now, I want to ask you guys. I did take a peek at the book as well. You put your stickers on. Now, when it comes to the trucks, man, when it comes to the crawlers and things like that, yeah, I like the details. I'm a big fan of the details, but I know I am going to essentially break this. Gonna drive it. It's gonna get crunchy. Oops. So there you go. We're gonna take. I'm gonna wait when that battery gets charged. We'll get it all back together. It's very nicely detailed. We'll take a better look at those details once we get it all charged up. So hang on. Some may not find it important, but they give you some tools. They are basic, but they're not the super cheapies. This isn't just a cheap pot metal one, you know. I'm impressed with the forethought with the Hypergo, but I guess everybody already knew that but me. While I'm waiting for that battery to charge up a little bit, we'll take a closer look. This thing is super beefy. I can't twist it at all. There's no flex at all. This, I haven't seen anything this beefy in some 10 scales. I'm impressed. I am super impressed. I know I'm late to the game, but better late than never. A nice little, I don't know what the brushless numbers are, but we do have a brushless. I took a look at the gyro. Looks like it's at about 70%. I'm going to leave everything alone until I get a battery in her and test her out. Now, I went cheap and got this for $125, so I only got the 2S battery, and that's what we're going to test it on. I wanted to be able to drift something in my living room, as well as a spot in the parking lot I cleaned up for a track. So when that battery gets in, we're gonna pop it in there and take a better look at the moving guts. I cannot stop gushing about this RC. Look at that body detail. Now, a long time ago, in a life far, far away, I was a big rally fan. I used to watch it all the time on cable. They were on in the background whenever I was doing anything. And so it's one of my most favoritist motorsports. The detail is fantastic, and I'm having a hard time telling where the shell, polycarbonate shell, ends and some of the plastic pieces begin, unless I flip it over. And I remember watching those rallies and seeing them start to play with these louvers, and I bet the full size there's a way to open and shut this so you can change the downforce. I'm really looking forward to seeing if that does anything. And the shell is very firm. It's Lexan. That's not bad. I mean, it feels good, and I can feel it in the front here. This is gonna take some smacking with all that plastic in the back. I'm really looking forward, and so happy you're here to watch me rip into this. I've been waiting so long. It reached my big car budget right now, which is at about 125, and I said, okay, I snagged her. Can't wait. Well, I've had a bit of a bummer. I'm not going to say I'm not a little bummed out. The red wire was broken. It looked like it was a nice clean cut done at the factory. When I tried to fix it, it's too short. I'm going to have to get a piece of wire and connect it to the red wire and then run it into the light. So one of the lights doesn't work. We're going to test out the rest of it though. While the lighting situation was a little depressing, it's not a huge big deal because you can turn the lights off and make some flash, and you can turn them off. So that's cool. Gonna run it without lights now anyway. So awesome. Let's rip her. All right, I've been driving it for a few minutes, just trying to get a feel for it. It's got lots of power with that brushless. It really does. Oops, that was just piss poor driving. It's got lots of power. I have not opened it up yet. We're going to do that before we go. But I love the way it weaves just like a real car, and but you can see it throwing the weight. It's just awesome. I would like to make a little rally course through here, so we're going to see him on that, especially if you pop in on the lives. Oh my. Let's rip her open. I love Florida, but yeah, I had a little vine or something that got wedged in there and under there and into the back tire, but it's doing better now. And I don't notice the gyro. The gyro is not bothering me at all. It's 70%. I've done a couple flat out runs. Man, this thing, I've never driven anything like it. I'm going to be honest. Even in larger scale. This is 14. I'm so used to 24s and 28s and all that. This is big to me, but I guess you'd call it a mid. But man, it's nice. It's really nice. And this is 2S. This is with that kind of crappy 2S that they give you. Uh-oh, what was that? It's kind of low, so it'll get caught on some of the stuff out here. Let's bring her in and take a look. All right, pal, well, I'm going to leave you be. I appreciate you coming and checking this out. I'm going to leave it linked. I did buy it on Amazon. I'm going to finish running the hell out of this thing. And if you're interested, please snag you one. I can honestly, this is the first one I could say 100%. Yes. If a little friend or a big friend, anybody with 125 asked me if they should get one, yes. Run out and get you one. That little nip, you know, kind of sucks for the light thing, but I'm going to have it off most of the time anyway. It handles amazingly, and I will eventually get to mount the camera on the radio for this if I don't go to a better radio, to be honest. I can see me being willing to put time and money into this car because what I've got already is well worth the 125 bucks. I was disappointed with the light, but that's just a simple thing, man. So I can't be happier. If you want to check it out, please do. But I'm just glad you made it this far. Thanks for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, share, call your mom.